to our podcast. In my left, we have a new friend of ours.
Hi, my name is Narshifa Izzati. So basically, I am from University Utara Malaysia and currently a second year student from School of Law.
Okay, how was your ride? How was the flight?
Oh, this flight is I think for the first time I take Batik Air, it's quite okay because my flight don't delay, but my friend's flight are delayed.
Batik Air is basically one of the common airlines we use, but they're not really on top performance. Maybe we can have a little talk in the back about the airlines we'll choose for going home later on. Okay. So we are neighbor country, right? We have a lot of the same things and a lot of the same of culture. So maybe I will start with how different is for you for in one day in Indonesia and with the Malaysia.
Okay, so first and foremost, I think the culture of between Malaysia and Indonesia is that in Malaysia we have like very different ethnic, and we can see very difference of every and each of one is of this ethnic. Because if you see an Indian, if you see a Chinese, and if you see a Malay, you can differentiate them easily because the way they dress, the way they talk. Because we also talk different language.
Have a different accents too.
Because when you are talking between Chinese, you can see from what they dress, and they will speak Chinese. Except when they are talking to you, like the one that doesn't speak Chinese, they will speak in English mostly. So even though Bahasa Melayu is our main language, I think most of us commonly say or speak in English.
Because in Indonesian is start to get that culture because we realize that English is such an important language if you want to go into the world, right? Let's talk about the culture. We know the culture is actually the same but not really the same, but similar but not really similar, something like that. Maybe we start with our school. We are both Muhammadiyah, right? We both in this Islamic culture. So what makes you a different impression when you get into our university?
Okay, firstly because of your name, Ustaz Muhammadiyah Jakarta. And the first impression that I get from the name is like, oh, this is an Islamic university. Because in UUM, Islamic studies is not very common because we have like several school, like more like 8 to 10 school, but only one school offer Islamic studies. And under that school, only 2 courses. So the other courses are not very familiar with the Islamic teaching, unless the only teaching that you get from the Islamic studies is from the school, from what you call SMA, the high school, and the lower school. But in university, usually it's like an optional. If you want to study Islamic, then you go for Islamic. But if you don't, there's not really a subject that you must take just to learn Islam, something like that.
So Malaysia is a very interesting country. I've been there. That's amazing. Even though I just only go to Legoland. But I can agree with you when you said you can see different people in different ethnic and you can separate them. If in Indonesia doesn't look like that?
Because I don't know if it's because my first time being in Indonesia and I get a lot of impressions from the Malaysian that used to come to Indonesians. And most commonly because we know that Malaysians are very strict about food, about the halal food. And you know that when we are talking about the Muslim, like when you wear hijab or tudung, we will take a look at you as a Muslim, even though you are not Muslim or you just wear it as a style or whatever, we still perceive you as a Muslim. So there's a few cases that they eat and like they were offered to eat something and it's actually not halal, and most of the time it's because of like different culture maybe, I guess.
So university, from what faculty again you are?
I'm from School of Law.
School of Law. School of Law, do you have any friends that in the same faculty as this program? When you join this program, do you have a friend from your faculty in here?
No, I don't.
That's why you said you don't want to bring any friends with you to give you... and it's not like I'm judging, okay? I'm really want to make a friends with you, so don't worry, we are really friendly here. So Have you tried the food? Indonesian
Indonesia.
food? Yeah. Or
I
are you
can
taking
say-
fast food?
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
yeah.
what we are having at the airport. And the only food that Indonesian, I think the food that you guys gave us, the nasi padang, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Nasi Padang is like a sample of the best food of Indonesia.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it
The
was
taste is
great, but maybe later on we can give you some little tour about Indonesian snack food. Oh yeah, earlier in the front of our gate, you might see the street foods.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I heard that's not really common in Malaysia, in your university.
Yeah, it's true.
And how so?
Because when you see that, what I can see from my perspective when I take a step here is I can see a lot of students are given the opportunity to sell at at the street,
Yeah.
right? But in Malaysia, it's very strict when it's about selling because you need to get permit, you need to have license, the food processing license, and all sort of license before you can actually sell one. And it's actually quite, I think, pricey for you to actually get a space for selling food because you cannot just open a stall at the street and sell because you will get fined for it. So it's actually not very good for students in Malaysia, I think, to be given opportunity. Like I hope that they will get the opportunity like you guys
Okay.
can.
Do you want talking about the street food? I would say it's best, but sometimes you can get some and get the bad ones. But do you like interested to try?
Yeah, I think it's very nice to try one because it's very tempting because I think street food gives the vibe that is very good.
Yeah.
It must be good, something
Yeah.
like that.
I can give you maybe some recommendation after this, and
Okay.
we can go together right here, right now after that.
Sure, I would like that.
Okay. And, do you like sweet or savory?
I think I prefer sour food more.
Okay. In Malaysia, sweet and savory must be something that you have.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about the snack that different? You think different
Different.
from Malaysia and from here?
Hmm.
Food that you think maybe Indonesian doesn't have it.
That's hard because I think in terms of food, our culture are very similar because if I say satay, you guys have satay.
Yeah.
If I said rojak, you guys also have rojak.
Yeah.
So I don't really know what kind of things that Malaysia has because our food, since we are actually from the same root, so our food root also the same.
Same, yeah.
So I don't think that we have much different in terms of snacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about the same thing, similar thing, I think it's not a secret that Indonesian and Malaysian often like arguments.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I read it like funny.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to arguments between Indonesian and Malaysia, I think like, yeah, we just fight like a sibling. It's like this is mine, this is mine. Like
Yeah.
it's funny to read because I don't like. Oh, is it true it's from Malaysia? Is it true from Indonesia? I just enjoy the argument. I just enjoy the communication between them. But when I see Malaysian is getting argument with other countries outside from Indonesia, it's like, what are you doing? Do you have that sense of the same like me? Like, why you bully my sister? Do you have that sense to Indonesian?
I think we have the same things, I guess.
Yeah.
Because we don't like we can argue about it with Indonesia because we have the same root. But when we see like other country attacking Indonesia or Indonesia attacking other country, like, bro, we are the same, but you guys aren't. Something like that.
It's okay for us to fight, but it's not okay for you to fight my friends. Like
Because it's
something like that. Yeah.
Only I can get mad at my siblings.
Yeah.
You guys cannot get mad at my siblings. Something like that.
I get that all the time. So, what do you looking forward for this program? What do you very exciting about? For this?
What I would like to see is like your Indonesian culture. Like I think even I take a walk and like during the walk here, I can see a lot of cafe.
Yes.
Yeah, like every street have at least 10 cafe. Like I cannot miss that. And Malaysia, you have this culture like when there's a new cafe, we like to try a new one.
Okay.
There's a new cafe, we like to try a new one. But the cafe in Malaysia is very hard to find because they are very far from each other.
Oh.
But I think Indonesian culture, you guys really love coffee, I guess.
Yeah, not because we love coffee, we like this
Dessert.
hangout vibes. Like we can go after class, we're tired, but when someone said, "Hey, nongkrong yuk," it's like, okay, guys, okay, let's go. Like we got energized.
It's like in Malaysia, it's like, jom healing.
Yeah, healing. Yeah,
you.
we have the word healing, but
Okay.
healing is much more like you go from to other city, like the much smaller one, the one who's not really loud. Jakarta is really loud, to be honest, and really like hectic city. Like everything is should be like hurry, hurry, hurry. But
Yeah.
if you said that's healing, there's maybe calmer place like the mountains or the beach.
I think in Malaysia, or especially in UUM, because UUM is like quite in the forest.
Yeah.
We are like very deep in the forest actually, because if you go like a few more kilometers further, you
Yeah.
will get into the Thailand. Because UUM is like very near to the Thailand,
Yeah.
and most of the UUM students, if you guys want to healing,
Yeah.
like Thailand jom,
Oh.
dinner overseas, like something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
It's so fun, like 50. It means like 10 or 15 minutes ride, and you get like
yeah.
your healing. Okay. In our university in UMJ, we do like we need to plan things. We need to schedule things. When is your himpunan meeting again? What's your time work again? And then we combine. That's like really take a lot of work. So because we not have that kind of privilege. We don't have that kind of privilege in the big city. So, talk about your university. I'm sure you have organization, you have club. Do you enjoy? Do you join in one?
Okay, so I'm actually a student of Bachelor of Philosophy, Law and Business (BPLB), and our club is very active in terms of club activities and like mobility or so on. But it more in a political term, something like that, like debates and so on. And I also part of Gerakan Pengguna Siswa.
What is that?
It's actually like the things that siswa can do, the power of the students, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something like from the student to the student, like
Yeah.
like who? Well, okay, I get it. I get it. Do you have these similar problems? Because in our university, we cannot say that the vibes or not the vibes, maybe more like the ones who want join university is not that many again, and we kind of struggle to have resources. But if we make an event, everyone like it. For me, I'm from communication studies.
Yeah.
We have this association for communication studies only. We have music concert. We have many lomba. What is lomba? I forgot the name of lomba lah.
But like a festival.
Not festival, like competition. Like
okay.
competition. Everyone likes that. Like everyone requests, like, oh yeah, have this competition. Yeah, invite this to your festival, to your concert music. But to become one of the member of the club is really hard because like they not. No, tired lah, something like that.
Okay.
Do you have any similar problem to your universities?
I think in UUM, actually it's very voluntary acts, because if you want to join any club, it's actually very easy in UUM, because they will give you like a QR code or a link where you can actually daftar.
Yeah.
What we call that? Daftar.
Register.
Yeah, that's you can actually register yourself, and for the interview or like you can pass or not, it's actually just for the exco or the MT, for the high council positions. And it's usually if you have the planning for the project, even if you just like a mere members, you can propose it to the high council, and you like, oh, I have like an idea about this project and this and this and this.
Okay.
And then if they accept your idea, you can actually be the pengarah for that program.
Structure for our event to be, just to be menyelenggarakan, bahasa Inggrisnya apa? I
Could
forgot.
be to run a program.
Yeah, to run the program. We need to have this structural. We have this permit. We have to. Everyone needs to know, and everyone needs to see that we are doing something good. Sometimes it's really struggling, and not everyone can become the panitia. It's not really that easy. And if you want to become the member of the club, you need to use pass this, have this, blah 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 blah. I think that may be the problem. So because not everyone want to join our club, so that's really easy. That's really surprisingly easy.
Yeah, it's actually very easy to be a club members in UUM, except for the club that's specially only limited for their students, for their courses students. But I think for if you want to join like music club or like dance club, it's very easy. You just need to register when they open the registrations, and you can be a member. And if you want like to run a program or what, you just need to initiate an idea. Even though you still have like the flow, like you need to issue the almanac, the paperwork, and to get the approval from the deans and so on and so forth. But if you like propose the idea and you can actually run the program, and if it's a good program and get the approval, someone in the like upper level or the high council will guide you. They will help you with the system and the all and all. So I think it's actually a good opportunity for students, because in UUM, every student can be the president or can be the pengarah program if you want.
Oh, so if you want to be the president, you don't need like, this is my grade, I have a good grade, so this is the reason why I want to be the president, because in here, because we need to show us our grade. Like, I have good grade, so you don't need to worry if I will like fail my classes, because I have them under control, so you can trust me to run the programs. It's not like that in the
It's like that if you want to be the president of the club or any president lah. But if you like want just to run a program, if you want to be the pengarah program, I don't remember what is pengarah program in English. But if you want to be like the ones that pengarah, and it's actually quite easy. But to be president is quite complex. But to be pengarah, like everyone can be pengarah. Even your grade is not so good, if you have a good idea and you have like a good flow of the program, and they see that as a good thing, you can be one.
That's very different. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I hope OMJ will come to him and invite me, please.
Sure.
So yeah, this program is from. Please tell me more about this program, because I'm really interested.
So basically, program in UUM is actually you guys as a students, like you have like your own portfolio, right? If I'm the exco of academic for my club, so I'm actually gonna plan the academic activities, like a competition or whatsoever it is. So I actually need to come up with the idea of the program myself, propose the program myself, and run the program myself, something like that. So if you actually want to do a program, you are under communications, and let's say you want to do a podcast, you are the one who gonna meet all the authorities and like propose your idea, and then if you get the approval from the authorities, you can key in the system, and if you get approval, you can run the program. Yeah, something like that.
So for this podcast, we have our professors who run the thing, so we got info for them. We just run it. It's like, oh, we have this guest from Malaysia. We like to invite them to a podcast. You guys arrange that. We just get that information and then we make it. Just that simple. Maybe the difference between the cultures is you get involved with the authorities, but we just like, okay, we got the info, let's go.
Okay. So I think in Malaysia it's more like students that control everything. The authority just give permission or approval, something like that.
Okay. So you get to Jogja too after this, I heard.
Yeah.
So this program today is made from what club? From what organization?
The Student Representative Council of Proton Residential Hall.
Proton. What is Proton?
Proton is actually a brand. Malaysian car brand name. So that's
it's
our
like a sponsorship thing.
It's a sponsorship thing. So every residential hall in UUM is actually being sponsored by certain brand, certain company. For like my residential hall is Proton. Proton is like our national car brand. So if you are heard of Proton X50, Proton Perdana,
I read that in the newspaper.
Yeah, so that's our sponsors.
That's really cool. That's amazing.
But there's a lot of sponsorship from banks also. We have like Bank Muamalat, BSN, something like that.
We also have bank and digital wallet. We usually have them like a seminar. We our culture is we have seminar at least 2 or 3 times a week. So after class we go to this hall, we go to the hall, and then we listen to our talkers. We heard their information, we ask questions, and the theme is really variant, and it's really interesting for me because we sometimes we learn LinkedIn, we learn how to use Canva, we learn about the governments, we learn about a book. There's so many kind of topics that we talk. Maybe the differences between your sponsor and our sponsors in that. Do you think that maybe one day if we can cross our path again, do you interested in those kind of seminars?
Actually, that kind of seminar is the program that we need to run under our club, like a talk, like a banquet or a workshop. We are the one that need to run. And for like you said, a talk about LinkedIn, the talk about how to use Canva or whatever it is I actually just run one. Like how to excel in your interview, a step how to excel your interview. And they even do one like how to use Canva, how to use LinkedIn perfectly. And that's the program that we need to run under our sponsorship name. That's how we give and take with our sponsorship lah.
I really agree with this kind of seminars because I think it's really good for preparing the future because the world is shifting really fast, and sometimes I can cut up with it because the work, because of the studies and everything. So sometimes when I finish the class and heard there's a seminar talk about this. I just know that lucky for me to have that kind of information in my school, so I can just go when the event being held. So that being said, that means we are both agree, right?
Yeah.
We need to prepare for the future. In UM, yeah. In UM, what kind of other strategies do you have for preparing the students for what it means right now?
So basically, under my club, instead of workshop, a talk, like an online TG or like on workshop, we actually do industrial visit. Like we Proton, Proton Residential Hall, we also like go to Proton HQ and to see their work process, and they will give us a talk about what are they doing. And this is what your sponsorship are doing and what they can give you if you are doing good to us, something like that.
We have that too. We have went to television station. We went to government's human resources. We went to another event. We talk about how we held a event, like a campaign. That's really interesting because you have sponsor for that. We just for our university, we just go because it was because that was something that we need to do, not sponsored. Sometimes we need to. The school is really need to give us money to do that. Maybe we search some sponsor. Maybe Proton we can be our sponsor.
Yeah, sponsor them.
Sponsor us. We're really good. Not kidding. But if not kidding, it's okay too.
Yeah.
So lastly, we have reached our time.
Okay.
That's really short.
Oh, that's very sad.
Yeah.
I want to talk more to you.
We can jajan later the street food.
Okay. PM to pin.
Okay. Give me your phone number lah.
Okay.
Okay. The last one. What your goals and hope for you personally, not the whole program, with this what you call it?
Mobility?
Yeah,
program.
This mobility program. What you personally hope and your goals.
Okay, so for me personally, I think the most of the reason why I joined this program because there's actually one tentative that we actually go to do the KKN, the Kuliah Kerja Nyata.
Kuliah Kerja Nyata.
Yeah.
In UM there's no?
Oh, actually that's what we want to implement in Malaysia because in Malaysia we don't really have KKN. We have like co-curriculum activities. Like for UM, every weekend, every Saturday, we have to go to like extra co-curriculum class. For me, like I take taekwondo. That's actually my co-K, but it's like only for 4 sem that we need to fulfill, and after that we just end. And I don't really think it's beneficial for us that much because the point of curriculum is what you should give to the societies.
Yes.
Yeah. Even if we are talking about the core curriculum activities, that's we already fulfill in the school. So I think in university we should think about what we can give more to the societies. So I think the KKN in Indonesia is very interesting things because you guys actually go to a village or a community and actually help them to achieve something that can change their life. Even if like a small, it's still changing their life. That's what I'm as a philosophy students are very looking forward to. So I think Indonesia are having like a step forward in Malaysia, between Malaysia. You guys are actually a step forward in terms of helping you guys in society. Something like that.
That's interesting. Thank you for your time.
Okay.
That's your camera. This is mine. We said goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.